Okay, so here's the thing. Nobody tells you about electrical engineering. Surviving it has almost nothing to do with being smart. It's about strategy. It's about balance. See, every semester you have to mix the brutal classes with the easy ones. You can't just like stack four nightmare courses together. That's how people drop out. That's how people just end up changing their major to business and pretending it was always the plan. So you carefully build your schedule like you're diffusing a bomb. One hard class, one medium, two easy, breathe, and then one semester, by some miracle, the stars aligned. I had a magical semester. Everything was easy. I'm talking history electives, a communications class where the final project was make a poster. I had a public speaking course where I literally got graded on talking, which I do for free. I was thriving. I was sleeping 8 hours. I was cooking actual meals. I went to the gym. I became a person. And then reality came back with a baseball bat. 3 semesters left, all of them brutal. And the first one wasn't even hard because of the material. It was hard because of Lenny. Now, look, I feel a little bad saying this because Lenny is a real human being with feelings. He had a bachelor's degree. He was technically qualified. But Lenny was our teaching assistant. And Lenny could not do anything. I mean it. One time the professor asked Lenny to upload a lecture to YouTube, a YouTube video, the most basic thing a human can do online. Lenny could not figure it out. He emailed the entire class asking if anyone knew how YouTube worked. Sir, you have a degree in engineering. In the lab, Lenny was supposed to help us. Instead, Lenny would wander over, look at your circuit, nod slowly, and then go, "Hey, does anyone else here know what's wrong with this?" He was outsourcing his own job to the students. He was crowdsourcing competence. And then there was the incident. A kid named Marcus had a question about his circuit. Lenny came over to help. Lenny touched one wire, one single wire, and the entire thing popped. Sparks, smoke, a little electrical fire smell. Marcus's circuit exploded because of the guy whose only job was to prevent that. We just stood there. Marcus looked at his fried board. Lenny said, and I quote, "Yeah, that's probably not supposed to do that." We survived, Lenny. Barely. Honestly, he should get a plaque. But the last 2 semesters, that's where the real boss fight began. No Lenny excuse this time. Just pure, undiluted difficulty. The coursework got insane. Signal processing, electromagnetics, math that looks like someone sneezed Greek letters onto a chalkboard. I stopped sleeping. I stopped seeing daylight. My personality became tired and slightly behind on a lab report. Every deadline was impossible. Every project was due at 11:59 p.m., and I was submitting at 11:57. My entire degree was held together by 2 minutes of grace and a panic-fueled upload bar. And then came the all-nighter. I had a project presentation due at noon, a big one. I had nothing done at midnight, nothing. So I made a choice. I stayed up the entire night, no sleep, just coffee, fear, and the spirit of poor decisions. By 9 a.m., I had a presentation. By 9 a.m., I also had another class. So naturally, I skipped it, just didn't go, sacrificed one class to save another. That's not laziness, that's triage. I submitted that presentation at 11:54, 6 whole minutes early. I felt like a king. Then I went home and slept for 14 hours and woke up not knowing what day it was. Here's the surprising part, though. After all that suffering, I'd do it again. Because once you actually graduate, the doors that open are kind of ridiculous. Companies want you, real companies, with real money. We're talking starting salaries that hit 6 figures. 6 figures out of college. For the same brain that once cried over a circuit Lenny detonated. So yeah. Electrical engineering is exhausting. It's math heavy. It eats your sleep, your social life, and occasionally your circuit board. But it pays for itself, literally. And honestly, Lenny probably makes 6 figures now too. That's the part that keeps me up at night.